Hello and welcome to Motomouth. I'm Moshe K. Levy, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Motoport Marathon Air Mesh Kevlar jacket. This jacket matches the overpants, which we tested in episode 7. Same Kevlar material, same stout construction. I tested this jacket for the April 2016 issue of BMW Owner's News magazine. Now, after about a year and a half and over 25,000 miles worth of use, it's time to find out how it held up. Let's go into an overview. This Motoport Marathon jacket is a custom-built garment specifically tailored to the rider's measurements and available with a plethora of options to suit nearly any requirement. Our test marathon was maxed out on 3M ASTM-rated Scotchlite reflective bands, with 2 1-inch yellow bands on each bicep area, one 1.5-inch band running down the outside of each sleeve, and a massive 4-inch stripe running across the back. A visible emergency information pocket runs over the top of the right shoulder, allowing placement of a waterproof emergency medical ID card in case of the unexpected. The construction of the Marathon is reminiscent of an Abrams tank. There's nothing dainty or subtle here. It's all business, from the militaristic styling to the coarse Kevlar material, the tear strength of which is rated at 1,260 pounds. For reference, even competition-grade leather is rated to 110 pounds at best. There's no polyurethane coating on this Kevlar either, so unlike many other jackets, this one won't melt if the material slides along the pavement. The critical seams are all safety stitched with heavy-duty bonded nylon thread. Massive YKK zippers are used throughout, with thick pulls for gloved hands. Velcro tabs for adjustment abound, with 2 on each sleeve, 2 on the back, and 2 on the bottom hem. The sleeves adjust around the wrist with multi-position snaps and sturdy YKK zips. Storage is plentiful, with 4 oversized pockets, plus 2 hand warmer pockets in the waist area, and another zippered pocket inside. You can order even more pockets, including hydration storage pouches. The interior standard liner material is hydrophilic nylon mesh, which wicks away sweat in the summertime. The collar is stretch fleece, very soft to the touch, with dual rubber-coated snaps to hold it shut. A removable collar to allow for a neck brace is optional, but I didn't order that on mine. Many other options exist, including eliminating standard pockets, adding more cargo pockets, altering the jacket's length, and of course a multitude of colors to pick from. For true all-season use, multiple types of liners are available with this Motoport. I opted for the warmest combo, namely a waterproof, windproof, and breathable Aerotex liner, with its own customized zip-in warm and safe 90-watt heated subliner, allowing me to mix and match layers as conditions dictate all year long. This is the Aerotex liner, a lightweight design with its own slip liner inside, which snaps securely into the Marathon when needed, and it can be removed in under a minute when it's too hot. I found it useful when riding under 50 degrees. The warm and safe heated layer is a story in and of itself, and is a well-known favorite of mine, winning my huge heated gear comparison in Motorcycle Consumer News a few years ago. So as not to distract from this Motoport report, I've included links to my published heated gear test below in the show info section under this video. Suffice it to say, the warm and safe was my favorite for a reason, and remains so today. Now, as with the overpants, we've got to talk about the armor coverage here because it's phenomenal and what separates this jacket from so many others on the market today. As with the overpants, I once again got the quad armor upgrade, which improves on the standard tri-armor with a 1/4-inch layer of Dow Corning's APS silicone laminated woven fabric sewn to the outer covers. That's what this red material here is on top of the pads. Motoport calls this the highest rated impact absorbing armor in the world, and the coverage is phenomenal. It protects vast swaths of my elbows, forearms, shoulders, back, and chest. Let me show you what it looks like on the outside. I've duct taped these as best I could to the jacket, although they're kind of shifting around here. This is the shoulder pad, which is about 11 inches long, followed about half an inch down, if properly spaced, with this elbow forearm pad here, which is 14 inches long, roughly. And on the front of my torso, I have this L-shaped pad, which is 10 inches and wraps around like this inside. And out back, I have this enormous 21-inch long back pad, which basically goes from the lower back all the way up to the top of the spine. And you can see the coverage is is huge. Now, the armor is perforated, as you saw, and blends very well into the background on long rides. It doesn't have any of the bulkiness and shifting common in some other jackets that I've tested. But the most common question I got on the overpants review was about heat. It looks to people like these pads are blocking off a lot of airflow. And obviously, although the jacket is good, we can't violate the rules of physics. These pads are there, and they do block some airflow. But how bad is it? I would say that compared to your $99 Blue Light Special mesh jacket with hockey pucks here and here, you're probably blocking around 20% or so. In other words, when you're at speed, you feel a little bit more blockage than those jackets. The trade-off is you have exponentially greater protection in case you fall. To me, that trade-off is worth it. And I have had this jacket in very hot and humid conditions, including down in Florida in the summer. And to me, it was comfortable the whole time. I never had a problem. That said, I have a very high tolerance for heat, having desert blood in my veins. You may not, but most Motoport customers don't report problems with excessive heat. And again, in your mind, the trade-off is worth it. Now, the fitment and cut of this Motoport Marathon jacket can best be described as American, namely lots of room through the middle and lots of adjustments should you grow into it, so to speak. It's a little stiff and unyielding at first, but after 2 weeks of commuting, the jacket conforms to my body shape and all the armor is molded around my arms and my back. It feels like a second skin. I've had it up and down the eastern seaboard of the United States and into Canada in the summer and in the winter. With the 2 liners on board, I can handle anything that comes my way, wet or dry, hot or cold. I never felt like I needed to put anything else on. Now, as you may have guessed, I absolutely love my Motoport Marathon jacket. It fits me perfectly because it was made by hand in California to my exact specifications and my exact measurements, with uncompromised quality. This is my jacket, just the way I wanted it. It's a very different feeling from wearing something off the rack that's exactly the same as the 5000 that came before it. Everything about this jacket is perfect and functional for the serious motorcyclist. From the fact that I can take it in any weather I want, the build quality, the durability, more armor coverage than any jacket in the industry, and frankly, it's quite comfortable too. I don't want anything else. I don't need anything else, and that's why I love it. So because of that, I gave it a perfect rating across the board. 5 out of 5 wheelies for functionality, 5 out of 5 wheelies for value, and 5 out of 5 wheelies for durability. This is the best jacket I've ever tested. Until next time, keep the shiny side up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more of your favorite moto reviews.